over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, 180. Watch 55. I know he ain't got it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
First carry for James Conner.
Switch.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check. Crunch.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Pick it up.
Play action now. Winston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Set. 180. The mic. 49's the mic. It's our time. It's our time. Real. 49's the mic. Watch 49. You.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Regular. Mike, hurry. Check 55, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Hey. Guys, 7. Alert. Guys, 55. Set the tone.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Check.
Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
180. 55. Push him back. Kings.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ready. Black 22. 53 is the mic. Come on. Go get Sunday. Green, triple team. Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
53's Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
They go play action. Winston. Going deep to the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 31 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield now. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Hey, 5-0, 5-0. Alert 3.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go.
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Mike, 49. Hey, watch the ball.
Following the penalty, Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
General West. Hey, Echo. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. Right
back to Connor here on 1st. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Jameis to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, and he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Ready. 3's the mic. 25. 53's the mic. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Come on, QB, come on. Check that.
Draw play, and it's Snell.
He's coming, double up.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Off. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield off the play fake. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check. 53's Mike.
Play fake. Winston. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Landry now on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Joker. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Hatchet, hatchet. Kill.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now Landry. Pretty move. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, turn it up. Pick the edge. Come. Real.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
49's the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Finding room to the 20, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway there to make the grab. And the Browns get a score closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run with Snell. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
53, Mike, 53. All day. Mike, 53.
Here's Winston. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Snell yet again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Check hot, bro. Hot. Sunday. Hey, watch edge. Watch edge.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Mike, 3. Mike. Wait. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Steelers.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Your trip is here, baby.
Ready.
125. Shift. Here we go. Even. Bang. 5-0.
On 2nd down, Snell. Well, that second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Watch the curl, watch the curl. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
53, check 53. You can't block me.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Ready? Who ready? Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Steelers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire